Welcome to Diva's World. It was a typical Monday night in a quiet neighborhood, the kind of night where the streets were usually calm, and the only sounds were the distant chatter of families and the occasional bark of a dog. The streetlights flickered softly, casting a warm glow on the pavement. However, this tranquility was about to be shattered. Suddenly, the peace was broken by the roar of an engine. A car came speeding down the narrow street, its headlights piercing through the darkness. The driver, a 14-year-old boy named Arjun, was behind the wheel feeling a rush of adrenaline. He had taken the car keys from his father, claiming he wanted to clean the vehicle. Instead, he had decided to take it for a joyride, unaware of the consequences that awaited him. As Arjun pressed the accelerator, the car surged forward, but soon he lost control. The vehicle swerved violently, crashing into parked cars along the roadside. The sound of metal crunching and glass shattering echoed through the night, drawing the attention of nearby residents. Among them was an elderly woman named Anna, who was 80 years old and had just finished her evening walk. She stood by the curb waiting for her ride home when the chaos unfolded. Before anyone could react, the out-of-control car collided with Anna and Raj, a 60-year-old food delivery worker who was making his last delivery of the night. The impact sent them both sprawling to the ground, and the car finally came to a halt after crashing into an auto rickshaw parked nearby. The scene was one of utter confusion. Bystanders rushed to help, their faces a mix of shock and concern. Anna lay on the ground, groaning in pain, while Raj struggled to get up, his face pale and shaken. The crowd quickly gathered around them, some calling for an ambulance, while others tried to comfort the injured. Within minutes, the sound of sirens filled the air as the ambulance arrived, followed closely by the police. The paramedics quickly assessed the situation, carefully lifting Anna and Raj onto stretchers and loading them into the ambulance. The crowd watched anxiously, their hearts heavy with worry for the victims. The police began their investigation, interviewing witnesses and gathering information about
accident. It didn't take long for them to discover that the driver of the car was just a boy. Arjun, still in shock, was sitting on the curb, his hands trembling as he realized the gravity of what had just happened. As the police spoke to Arjun, they learned that he had taken the car keys from his father, claiming he wanted to clean the car. Instead, he had taken it for a joyride, not fully understanding the consequences of his actions. The officers exchanged concerned glances, knowing that this was a serious situation. "Do you understand what you've done?" one of the officers asked, kneeling down to meet Arjun's gaze. The boy nodded slowly, tears welling up in his eyes. He had never intended for anyone to get hurt. The police decided to file charges against both Arjun and his father under 4 sections of the law, including reckless driving and endangerment. They knew that this incident could have been much worse, and they needed to take action to prevent such occurrences in the future. As news of the accident spread through the community, people began to gather, discussing the incident with a mix of disbelief and anger. Many expressed their concern about the dangers of young drivers and the need for stricter regulations regarding vehicle access for minors. Local leaders and community members held a meeting the following evening to address the issue. They discussed the importance of educating parents about the responsibilities that come with car ownership and the need for better awareness among young people about the dangers of reckless driving. Anna and Raj, after receiving treatment at the government hospital, were recovering well. They both attended the community meeting, sharing their experiences and emphasizing the need for change. Anna, with her years of wisdom, spoke passionately about the importance of safety and responsibility. In the weeks that followed, the community rallied together to create a campaign focused on road safety, particularly for young drivers. They organized workshops, inviting parents and children to learn about the dangers of reckless driving and the importance of following traffic rules. Arjun, feeling the weight of his actions, participated in the campaign, sharing his story with others. He spoke about the fear he felt that night and the lessons he had learned. His honesty resonated with many, and he became a symbol of the need for change. As the community worked together to promote safety, they also supported Anna and Raj in their recovery. Fundraisers were held to help with medical expenses, and the bond between the community members grew stronger. The accident that night served as a wake-up call for everyone involved. It highlighted the importance of responsibility, awareness, and the impact of one reckless decision. Arjun's actions, though unintentional, had far-reaching consequences that rippled through the community. As time passed, the campaign for road safety gained momentum, and the community began to see positive changes. Schools incorporated road safety education into their curriculum, and parents became more vigilant about their children's access to vehicles. The local government also took notice, implementing stricter regulations regarding the use of cars by minors. Anna and Raj, now fully recovered, became advocates for road safety, sharing their story at schools and community events. They emphasized the importance of making responsible choices and the potential dangers of carelessness. Their experiences served as powerful reminders of the fragility of life and the need for caution. Arjun, too, transformed from a boy who made a grave mistake into a young man committed to making a difference. He volunteered at local schools, helping to educate younger students about the responsibilities that come with driving and the importance of safety. His journey from recklessness to responsibility inspired many, proving that even the most challenging situations can lead to growth and positive change. The community, once shaken by the accident, emerged stronger and more united. They learned to support one another, fostering an environment where safety and responsibility were prioritized. The tragic event became a catalyst for change, reminding everyone that every action has consequences and that it is never too late to learn from mistakes. As the years went on, the memory of that fateful night remained etched in the minds of the townspeople, serving as a constant reminder of the importance of vigilance on the roads. The story of Anna, Raj, and Arjun became a part of local lore, a tale passed down through generations, teaching the values of safety, responsibility, and community spirit. In the end, the accident was not just a moment of chaos, but a turning point that led to a safer, more aware community, where the lessons learned would resonate for years to come.